I'm wondering why we chose a human body. Why did we choose to become human?
Yes. Well, many say it's for the chocolate and the sex. Yes.
Okay.
Some say it's for the fashion. Others for music. Yes. What do they say? There are many stories in the naked city. Is this?
It's all making sense.
Yes.
now.
So basically, it's so you could play video games, eat candy, and have sex. This is the primary spiritual motivation for human incarnation. Next question.
I know many people that are exactly on target then.
They're on their path. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But for a few of the fools, there are other reasons. No. It is the fools, meaning the ones on the spiritual path.
Right.
Yes, and fool in the highest sense of the word, as in the fool of the tarot. Yes. Mm-hmm. Who's ready to walk off a cliff because it looked good out there, you know. It looks, wow. It's a great experience falling off that cliff, yes. But you don't know what will come. So this is the fool. Yes, the fool allows themselves to be vulnerable to the moment. And in a sense, all the good ones are fools, yes, because they can look foolish, they can drop their carefully constructed demeanors, their carefully constructed personas to go off on some wonderful adventure. And in a sense, this is what it is to be human. Why do people become human? Because human on earth, because it represents the single greatest opportunity for rapid and efficient awakening that exists. Because the education and training and experience that you have as a human on earth at this time is unparalleled. It is paralleled, but it is not surpassed. Of course it is paralleled, but it is not surpassed. This is perhaps, in our opinion, of course we are the hosts of your solar system, one of the finest places that a being can come to learn, discover, grow, and awaken to their divine reality. You understand? And it gives a wonderful opportunity through the bifurcation, the split into male-female. For here on your earth, everything is divided into the yin and yang thing, right? So there is the masculine aspect and the feminine aspect, and incarnating into a human body allows you to polarize into a masculine aspect and be forever in search of the feminine. Cherchez la femme. Yes? Yes, it is the anima, as Jung, we agree. He found a deep psychological truth. And then there is for the feminine, stand by your man, it is looking for girls from a very early age. It's not just cultural, are looking for their husbands. Yes, their prince in shining armor. It is not just cultural. It is psychological. It is archetypal. And so being born into a human physical body allows you to have a very specific and wondrous set of experiences for which there is nothing greater for achieving self-realization, for delving into very specific aspects of pathos.
Right.
It's all about the blues, dear. It's all about the blues. And if it doesn't swing, it don't mean a thing. And you got to feel that. You have to feel that, what are the blues? Yeah. It is the sadness that comes from suffering, from enduring suffering, and yet being able to express it and share it and have the whole community to hold you in your pain and their pain and to find expression for it in a way that doesn't make you the target.
Are you saying we like this?
Oh, would you be here? There's a zillion other places you could be.
Well, what about the Pleiadians? Why can't we be like them? I mean, are we evolving? That's what I want to know.
Oh, the star systems are always brighter on the other side. Well, you are evolving. You're not going to be stuck here forever. It's not like you're in elementary school for the rest of your life. You have 6 years, however many years, and then they say, go. Except for the ones who are held back because they are not good at it, and then they have to go into remedial training, which would be most of you. And the earth is good for the remedials. No, yeah, it is so, but you are not behind the curve. You are exactly where you need to be. You are remedial in terms of the Pleiadians, but you are pristine in terms of the earthlings. You are glorious beings. Never forget that. Please never forget that. We are amazed by you. They are amazed by you.
Really?
Of course. Well, first of all, they can't believe it, that you would behave as you do. So this already is a great show. But you have to understand that we see your potential. They see your potential. Now, of course, when you move beyond these polarities of light and dark, good and bad, yin and yang, evil and so forth, when you move beyond, there is an infinite level of joy and creativity. And there are whole realms of experience far beyond what you can imagine that you represent as angels or the Pleiadians. It is unlimited, the joy frequency, the love and the creativity that is possible for you when you transcend this duality with love, not through your mind, but with love, through the actual experience and the embodiment, and learn to live in a human body with love and kindness and creativity and accountability, and self-respect. Speaking of accountability, we just smacked the microphone. So guilty. Yes. So when you learn, when you're able to embrace your dark side and you can transcend both your dark side and your good side, your good and your bad, your goody two shoes and your, the two, the good angel and the bad angel. And as your Rumi says, out beyond ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to speak of. Ideas of you, I, disappear. And when you go to that field of love and authentically and have really transcended, not through spiritual bypass and stories of spiritual illumination, but through where the rubber meets the road with your day-to-day transactions, human transactions, animal transactions and interactions with animals. When you have learned this and you know how to be a source of kindness, a tree in which others can take refuge, you will transcend this realm, not through spiritual bypass and concepts of illumination, but through your actions. When this occurs, the infinite is your oyster. You can go anywhere. You can do anything. The joy would be intolerable to you at this point. You explode. Remember in the Monty Python film with the guy says, I couldn't eat one more bite? And they give him a bite and he explodes. Yes? The joy that you will experience, you would explode. You could not, your structure could not handle it. So in the same way that you have to get used to and accepting and tolerant of and kind towards your shadow, you must also, you don't have to do anything, but if you wish to be free, you must learn to accept pleasure and joy and love. Pleasure and joy and love. The pleasure of being, the pleasure of sexuality, the pleasure of freedom, the pleasure of being, just being. And you felt this. And you need to expand your headroom in this area, so to speak. Your headroom, meaning the space between where you are and what's possible. Because this is your next frontier. The undiscovered reality, the undiscovered country is joy. This is where you are headed. This is where you are headed. But if you go there too soon, you'll become ungrounded and you'll spin out and your shadow will come and bite you on the face. So we recommend a balanced approach where you simultaneously own and and make peace with your darker impulses, and you expand through creativity, through relationship, through nature, through music, through worship, into joy. Because ultimately that is your destiny. And learning to live with joy is your greatest and most challenging task. Yes? You say, why would joy be challenging? It's because you are unaccustomed. You are used to this denser vibration of suffering, of blues, of struggle. And it is hard to rise up without the bypass into the joy realm. There is the experience of purification and integration and descent. Is it real? Is it not? It is psychologically real. It is experientially real. Whether it is your nature or not is a different question. But you will go through it. Once you go through it, the purpose isn't then to wallow in and be authentic by being a jerk. This this was the way. Yes, I'm a prick now. I'm authentically a prick now. It's not the point. That's the stage. That's the lower self integration. That is the lower self integration. Yes, I have a prick side. I can be a jerk. I can be mean. I can be greedy. I can steal. All these things are potential within me. When you can embrace that, it doesn't run you. And then you can have joy in a pure way, in an innocent way, and be like a child in their joy. And then the universe, the infinite, is your oyster.